Hello everybody, I'm Andy, this is Joe, and we both are the Blasphemists. We live in Austria, in Vienna, and for all those rednecks in America, Austria is not on the southern hemisphere, Austria is a state in Europe. Yeah,
and Europe is a continent, not a state.
Yeah.
No, just joking.
Yeah, especially for Sarah Palin, Europe is also a continent, as Africa is. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
We both are very critical persons, and we watch all the debates on YouTube about religion and about the Evangelical Christians in America and what's going on there.
We're atheists. We're atheists.
Yeah, we both are atheists. Yeah, the blasphemist
it's not
someone,
the bad thing for because
but we are not the bad atheists. We're the good atheists. Yeah,
no, there is a good atheist. It's a podcast, so we are not the good atheists, but the blasphemics.
Yeah.
No, actually, we're bad atheists.
First of all, I have to admit, especially my English isn't very good. So please be a little bit patient. I try. I'm working to improve my English. But that's my first video in English. So yeah. But what we want to talk about is the debate about.
There is no debate.
No, or debate.
Ted Haggard is completely heterosexual.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Joe showed me the video of Ted Haggard a couple of days ago, and it was really incredible for me. Hey, what's going on there? I mean, that's so typical for those evangelical
Christians.
Evangelical Christians. My pronunciation is terrible, but anyway. Well, for us in Austria, it's really I don't know how to describe it. It's terrible. We can't believe what's going on in America, because Austria really is a secular state. We don't have those.
Actually, we are not a secular state.
Yeah, but the religion.
But we are a secular state.
But in Austria, the religion has not that big influence on politics and on the society than in America.
Yeah.
We don't have those evangelical Christs who built those mega churches like in America. It's really incredible.
We have a few, but it's about 1, maximum 2%.
Yeah.
I guess, of these crazy people.
Yeah. So that's a very small minority of Austrians are really very fundamentalist, conservative Christs and
Christians.
And the big majority in Austria, I would consider them as secularists. Yeah, and there's also a big
I think so.
part of Austrians which are atheists like us. And
I guess in the capital, we are now in the capital in Vienna.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. I have only old numbers. It was about 40–45% of the population of Vienna who have no
religion, who are atheists.
It doesn't mean that they don't believe, but they are in no church.
But it's not registered. Yeah, in Austria you have to register your religion, and if you have no religious belief, you say, okay, you are an atheist.
So if you are a member of the Roman Catholic Church, which is the biggest fraction of Christians in Austria, and the biggest religion in Austria, you have to pay church tax, in quotes.
Yeah, and now I want to talk a little bit about this Ted Haggard issue. I mean, it's really incredible. I mean, it's so typical for evangelical Christians, or especially for this, I don't know the intro, I hope there's an intro, double moral, on the outside they're conservative and whatever, and then in the inside they are
just hypocrites.
Yeah.
So
I mean, especially in America, there are just extremes. In Austria, okay, the people don't care so much about religion. There is not this extreme of the fundamentalists, and
there are no real debates. Nobody
speaks
cares
about atheism or religion. it's no issue there. It's no big deal in Austria if you're an atheist or if you're religious.
We have a few politicians, I guess they're atheists.
Yeah.
We don't really know, I mean, because the politicians in Austria don't talk about religion very often. When there are elections, which we had a few months ago.
No one refers to God during an election campaign. No politics refer to God.
I'm like God, or in God we trust, or anything like that. We have real freedom of religion, but we don't have a constitutional separation of church and state. There is, like in the US, and that's the funny thing, because in the US you have a constitutional, as you know, of course, you have a constitutional separation between church and state, and nonetheless you have in God we trust on the money and such things. Since the 60s, I think it's on the money, and this what's this crazy thing in schools.
I don't know.
You have this, you know, this pledge of allegiance, I guess, where you say, I don't know it, you know, but there is also a reference to God in that, and you have the Ten Commandments on somewhere in front of a I don't know the word, a courthouse and so on. We don't have these things in Austria.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, well, what I want to point out is that, in Europe the society is not that divided as it is in America. We didn't have these extremes.
Was it 80% of the U.S. population are Christians, or something between 50 and 80%, I guess. In Austria, it's about, in Europe, we have a lot of Roman Catholics in Austria.
Yeah. I mean, Europe. It's in Europe. It's in the southern Europe. There are more Roman Catholics, and in northern Europe there are more Protestants.
Yeah, but for most of the people, it's more like tradition. I mean. They don't pray, or they don't go to church every Sunday, only on Christmas or Easter.
Agnostic theists.
Yeah, they don't say that they are, but they don't go to church very often. They don't go to. They only go to church on Christmas and Easter or something like that because of tradition.
And what's also
really
different,
cares.
and it's also a little bit different because you in the US you really have you make a big business of religion. There's a big business. There are those mega churches and you I don't know they sell you whatever you want. I don't know, but it's really crazy in Austria. It's not so commercialized, the religion.
Yeah, it's a big. I mean, I don't know how big the business is for the Roman Catholic Church because of this church tax. I mean, the Vatican they have
we have this church tax, but I guess you in America, if you are a member of a religious confession, I think you also have to pay them. So I think that's
not everybody. I don't know.
Well,
it's more like with.
If there is an institution, you have to pay.
Actually,
for it.
You know your country better than we do, but it's very interesting for us to watch what's going on in the US really, because it's so
it's so incredible for us.
It's so confrontational. It's so exciting.
Yeah, really, because it's so. Wow, I can't describe it. It's so crazy. It's really
so crazy.
It's batshit crazy what's going on in America. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now I think we have talked enough about, and actually not at all about Ted Haggard, but we don't have to because he's completely heterosexual. So see ya. If you want to comment on YouTube, please feel free.
And if you understand German, you can also watch our other videos.
They are in German.
Yeah. Okay, thank you and goodbye und auf Wiedersehen, like we would say in German.
Yeah. Servus. Good night and good luck.